Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. It's episode 54. I'm Marcus, that's Sefa M, and we're here to wish y'all a happy National Bosses Day. Uh, I figured out it was National Bosses Day because I haven't been marking the days on the calendar. So when I did, and then I got to today, I was like, dude, today's National Bosses Day. We saw as
Like,
you know what I'm saying? It's
are-
a huge revelation to me, bro. I didn't know there was a boss's day. Is there a national worst bosses day?
I feel like are we celebrating like actual bosses in the workplace? Or
Maybe
like
we're
Slim Thugger, or it's like Slim Thugger, you know what I'm saying?
I'll celebrate Slim Thugger for sure.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
maybe we could just celebrate the boss mentality that people have. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It doesn't have to be like a someone in the workplace as your boss. It's like if you got a boss mentality, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to accomplish your stuff, your stuffuses, you know what I mean?
We're kind of
And
bosses in this sense, you know what I'm saying? We run
right.
you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Have
We
you
got some stuff cooking.
what's
Boy.
the worst experience with a boss you ever had? Did you ever?
Not I haven't really had, man, like, see, I don't know. I feel like I'm weird for this. Like, I haven't really had too many bad experiences with my bosses. I feel like I'm pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like, not happy go lucky, but I'm pretty personable. You know what I'm saying? I be talking to everybody and shit, chopping it up, and I don't try to, I don't cause problems, and they don't cause problems for me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I used to be like of that mentality of like, bro, if you just do your job, you'll be fine. But then when I hear the complaints of other people, I'm like, damn, that happened to you, bro? That didn't happen to me. Is that a reflection on you or me? Like, what
Eh,
is
Are
going
you
on here?
all right? So I kind of feel like I used to be like you. Right.
Mm-hmm.
There have been times in my work career, whenever I would have a job,
Yeah.
that would be the case, right? But I also realized I was kind of a I was kind of a pushover. Like I kind of
Mm.
just, you know what I mean, not really like a teacher's pet kind of thing, but is that the same with you? Like you kind of overextend yourself in places where your coworkers are kind of like, nah, hell no, you ain't finna get that from me.
I think in a sense maybe, but it's like
Mm,
I chalk it up to like not wanting to just sit around and do nothing. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? Like I'd much rather be up moving around doing what I got to do. But yeah, I got a lot of like especially the younger coworkers like, bro, I get paid this amount. I'm not doing that amount for that. You know what I'm saying? And I get that, bro. Like I
yeah.
totally get it. But like especially with my current job, it's really not that bad.
Mm,
But our fucking job is so easy, bro. Like
mm.
my current job is super fucking easy. But yeah, no, not too many. Maybe I don't know if this counts, but I remember doing the what the fuck is it called now? Now it's the agency, the staffing agency.
Oh,
That
yeah.
fuck that
What?
shit. Okay?
Why? What?
Because man, look, okay. First off, you got all this paperwork to sign, whatever,
Mm,
cool. But then they take hella fucking money out of your check. They get a cut, plus the government gets a cut. So I'm assed out. And I really don't have many options within the job. I have to fucking just go with where the fuck they put me at. And then
yeah.
they can move me on a whim. You know what I'm saying? So I remember, well, oh my God, the memories are flooding back. Okay. So it's like,
Yo,
bruh,
When Marcus gets started, bro.
I swear to God, bro. So I was working at I think Sefa. And look, man, shout out to my Uso over there. I was a terrible fucking worker. All right. Like I was, whatever. But also, I was really fucking mad that this happened, bro. So I was sitting here at this job for like a solid 2 months. I was there for 2 months, bro.
I'm
Like,
just
all right,
dying.
cool,
I'm just laughing because Marcus is like, nah, I don't really have much to nah. Not looking.
Yeah. It's just see, it's not really the bosses. I guess they're my bosses, but it's like, man, fuck the staffing agency, bro.
My fault. Go
Hell
ahead, bro.
no.
Go ahead, bro.
No, so I was there for 2 months doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? The same
Mhm.
routine, doing, whatever. And then I come in and like, actually, Marcus, I got a new assignment for you. And I just flipped my lid, bro. I was not happy about it because one, the fucking job, that part fucking sucked. And it was only two people in that department doing that shit. And two, I was like, dude, I didn't sign up to be a part of this fucking shit. I'm not about to move these dirty ass carpets out of here by hand to take it to another fucking place, bruh. I wasn't doing this for the past 2 months. Why you got me here? Is this a punishment? What did I do? And then I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? The wheels are spinning. And I was like, man, fuck all that. So I went to the agency representative that was at the job site, and I was like, bro, nah, I'm not happy about that, bro. I did not like that, bro. And he was like, look, man, I don't know what else I can do. This
So
this
wait,
just the assignment you was given. I'm
yeah.
like, fuck. And then I was gone, like maybe a week later.
So
Damn.
what was the job for 2 months that you preferred?
The job, I was picking orders. I was an
Oh,
order
okay.
picker. Yeah, so
Okay.
it was the warehouse. You know, they give
Mhm.
you a stack of orders to pick, and then you just pick it, put it on the pallet, wrap it up, and then you're on your way. And I was cool. I was cool with doing that for 8 9 hours, however long I was doing it. And then, because it's fucking simple. And then they
Mhm.
got me doing this other bullshit that I just did not fucking like, and I was like, no.
What
But then I'm like, oh well, I was young and I didn't know how the fucking world works.
did
Oh,
you
woe was me,
apply?
yes.
Did you apply to the order picking spot like after like separately?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
did
Like
they get back to you?
yeah, that was a wait. What do you mean?
Like when you applied, did they get back to you?
Did what get back to me?
So you were there for 2 months and then you got
Uh
switched
huh.
out. I'm saying like after you got switched out, did you then separate from all of that? Did you apply to
Oh,
the
for
order
the order
picking
picker
job?
spot? Nah.
Oh,
Within that company, nah, I didn't. Nah, I think I just straight up left. I just
oh,
straight up
okay.
left. I was like, man, fuck you, fuck staff, Mark, fuck y'all. Okay. But my man, my Uso worked there, and I feel bad for talking shit about the job because man, you know what I'm saying, he's a great
he
worker, but man, I
he's
was
at the
fucking
staffing
terrible.
agency,
No, he's
the
with
carpet,
with the company, yeah, the carpet, yeah,
the carpet company.
like the logistics company, the warehousing company.
So
He's
wait, the
with the
job that you
actual
liked
company,
or
not the staffing.
the job that you liked or the job that you didn't like?
The job that I didn't like is all a part of that same thing, but I was staffed there
Oh,
through the staffing agency. So
okay.
he works directly with the company. I was just with the third party staffing agency that fucked me. So yeah, maybe not worst boss, but worst staffing agency ever. Fuck y'all.
Yo, shout out to the temp agencies, bro. I mess with them. I was signed up through one of my auntie's classmates. So she had
Mm,
I had heard, and then my dad and them was like, bro, get a job. So then I went and signed up, and then they put me at this warehouse where I was moving stuff. Bro, that warehouse was hella fun, bro.
yeah.
It was hella fun. You know what's crazy is like when I realized people was listening to me because like we was kind of all the same age.
Hmm.
And oh, did I tell you about this story, right? We had the boxes
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
instead of carrying the boxes, I was like, bro, why don't we move these boards? Why don't we push these boards in between all of the racks and just push the
Right.
boxes? And we really did it. And they really listened. I remember I was like, wow, that's really cool that they listened to my
Yeah.
idea. We had the homie Travis. He was from Oklahoma. That fool crashed the
Oh
forklift.
yeah. And
He
he was
crashed
high.
the
Yeah,
fork.
he was
He
high
was
as hell, wasn't
high.
he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had
Yeah.
cataracts, and he crashed the
Oh
forklift, and he just left. He didn't say nothing.
yeah.
He didn't say a word. He just
Hmm.
bounced out. We used to have tournaments. We used to put like lunches on the line and
Hmm.
like have tournaments to
Oh
like see who can build the most boxes in a minute. And whoever
see.
win, they get the lunch of the other person. Like we was hella
Oh, that's
bored, man.
hard. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
was
that's
putting
hard,
on ho
man.
hos and Twinkies and everything, bro. It was crazy. So
Hell
I had,
yeah.
I had a great experience with them, but I did have a bad boss in Hawaii, bro. She
Okay.
was she would like manipulate and she would make it seem like she doing us a favor. And
Mm.
it wasn't until one of my coworkers, I forgot her name, she was a Hawaiian chick. She like when the boss went to the bathroom or something, she like went into her computer and looked through the schedule, like the scheduling and stuff. And like I had asked for a day off and she had asked for to work that day because she couldn't work another day. And I was like, oh, we could switch. But when we asked her individually, she was like, oh, sorry, there's no one to cover. And then she came back around and she was like, I have been asking I've been asking a lot about this and I did find someone. But since I did this for you, I'm gonna need you to cover this, this, and this. And I was like, at first, at
Ugh.
first, at first, I was like, oh man, I really appreciate it. And then afterwards, my coworker, she heard that we were talking about that, and she was like, "What are the dates?" And I told her the dates, and she was like, "I asked to work those days because I asked for these days off." And I said, "That's funny because I told her that I need these days off, but I could work these days." And so she kind of like kept it to herself, and then was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, I'm gonna do you this big favor, but I need you to do me this big favor,
Ugh.
and I need you to work these 2 weekends in a row." And I was like, "Oh, bet, I got you." After that,
Yeah.
bro, I was like, "Oh, what the bro?" We was all up in her email.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't in the email, but my coworker,
okay.
my unnamed coworker was in the email. Like, she has nobody scheduled for nothing. Like bro,
Yeah.
we had so little workers, and every worker that was there for like a long, like 10 years plus, they had certain days where they could not work. So then it was just the schedule was like 2 people working in the CVS. It's like, what the hell? So
Damn,
yeah,
dude.
I heard she got fired shortly after I left. I heard she lost that store a lot of money.
Oh.
But
It's
yeah,
always the incompetent bosses that give you the most fucking problems. And that sounds so obvious, but it's like,
yeah,
bro, now you got to take stock of how many incompetent bosses you fucking worked for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking terrible out here.
And you don't realize until you get in a company that like it don't take much to be a manager. Like
Man, what?
if anything
What?
if anything to be in a managerial position, you kind of have to lower yourself. Like you
Man.
become it's just a like maybe 50 cents or a dollar more or whatever, but
Yeah.
the skill gap between a manager and a worker, you would think is vast.
Yeah,
But
but it's
it's really
not.
just a worker who has to deal with more crap, who just needs a couple
Yeah.
more dollars an hour. So once I realized that, I was like, oh my God, these people is idiots too. Like,
Yeah,
people are
bro.
stupid. Like, oh my,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, like but like with my experience over there, like it taught me that like, maybe I was being too picky and shit. I was young and just getting into the workforce, and I was hating life. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't pursuing all the creative stuff we're doing now. So it's like, man, I'm owed this, man. I've fucking put it for 2 months, but it's like, it's still, I'm just like, I just hate the idea of the workforce. Period. I hate it. All of it.
I was gonna say you was a little entitled. I was gonna say that.
Oh, I was a little entitled. I was definitely a little entitled then, bro. And like, I feel like I don't know. I just did not like it at the time. But now that I think about it, it's like, well, shit. I'm a fucking young and inexperienced worker over here, and like you're gonna be moved however the fuck you're gonna be moved. So shut the hell up. But it's like, I'm not gonna shut the hell up. I didn't like it. All right, I spent 2 months over there picking orders. You're not about to have me moving dirty ass carpets. But whatever.
So wait, what? So what? Like what kind of carpets? Like
these long ass carpets. I don't know, Persian rugs or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the hell they were.
So like, yeah, they were for sale.
They were for, I guess, yeah. They were just orders that they were other things that needed to be picked. Like everything is, everything in there is in order to be picked. What
was it, like a stack of carpets, and you had to get them?
It was like they had their own little rack, and they were all not. I mean, I guess they were stacked, but laid down, and there was hella of them. But it looked like none of it was taken care of. They were all just collecting dust, and they were all fucked.
Oh,
it's like they just put me in the worst part of the fucking dungeon, and it's all a dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Like, this entire thing is a dungeon, and you put me in the worst part of it.
Yeah,
but whatever.
Because I worked at I didn't work there, but I went for a day to a carpet store.
Okay.
And me and my one of my best friends, that fool, my homie Gabe, he hit me up and said, "Hey man, you want to make $80 today?" I said, "Oh, for sure. What are we doing?" He's like, "We're selling rugs. We got to pull rugs." And I was like, "Oh, that's easy." And when we got there, it was like huge rugs, like ridiculous. And we had to, so I thought that's what you was doing. It was because that job is hard.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
It doesn't sound hard, but it is. Like,
carpets are heavy as fuck, bro.
and they're
if they're
rough.
dirty as shit. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
the bottom of a carpet, bro. I had calluses on my thumbs from lifting up the carpets. Bro. I sound like a little pansy, but I swear,
That's
bro.
what I
Like,
was gonna say. Like, bro, we sound like we both sounded kind of like, ew, man. I don't want to touch the carpet, man. You know how rough they are on your hands.
nah,
Like,
I did
bro.
it. I did it, but he kicked me up. He said, "Hey man, you want another $80?" No, nah, I'm cool. I'm straight for the week, bro. I'm good.
I can make this 80 last the whole
Yeah,
week, bro. I'm
you know what I'm
good.
saying? I could do this, but yeah.
Mhm.
Man, forget that though. You know, we are not workers, or kind of are workers now, but we working our way into
Right.
being bosses. And
Mm,
one of the ways that we can establish ourselves as bosses is
mm.
to expand the operation, which we have
Hey,
been doing. So
hey.
those, real quick, we're gonna touch on some things happening within the network, the Polytickin network, before we get
Mhm.
into the topics. Me and Marcus we have expanded the brand.
Oh yeah.
Um, I'll speak on mine real quick. Shout out to Uso
Please.
Lance. Lance
Mhm.
is basically part of the Polyticket Network as well now.
Oh
Balinese
yeah.
podcast. We have started the Way Back Wednesday podcast. Wednesday spelled
Hey, let's go.
WHENSDAY. It's a
Yeah.
nostalgic podcast. We basically gonna be talking about things from the past. We're some 30-some-year-olds. We getting up there, and to me, I think nostalgia is so dope, and a lot we forget a lot. We forget a lot from our past. Life comes so fast, everything happens in a blur. So we want to take the time to revisit some things from our history, our
Yeah.
past lives, and to just talk about it, and hopefully it'll rekindle some memories that y'all kind of forgot about. The first episode was about MySpace. We released
Mhm.
that on last Friday. So go ahead
Yeah.
and check that out. We're on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and we're gonna get on YouTube eventually.
Mhm.
So yeah, man. We get into it. And Marcus also has a brand new endeavor. Go ahead, tell the people about it.
This one is called the Pacifica Movie Starter Kit, man. Yeah, it's just us wanting to revisit. Well, not revisit. We haven't watched a lot of these, but we wanted to
Mhm.
shine a light on a lot of the Polynesian cinema that's actually been a part of our lives for 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And all these movies
Mhm.
that we grew up hearing from our family and stuff saying to watch it, and we always tell them that we're going to watch it, but we never do. Now this affords us the time to do so. You know what I'm saying? And really talk about really talk about these movies, man. Like I've always wanted to just talk about movies in like a fun way, and now that we have the opportunity to do so, it's like it's over.
Mhm.
The first one that we watched and talked about was Once Were Warriors. If
Mm.
anybody's familiar with that one, bro, you already know how heavy that is. And yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
Mm.
Again, shout out to Lance. He
Yeah.
puts in so much work,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Bro, he'll have spreadsheets, he'll have paragraphs full of information. I'm just like, dog, how did you fit all this in your busy ass schedule, bro? I'm over
Yeah.
here like,
And he's a
dude, I'm
dad.
fucking. And he's a dad, a married dad with things going on. And he's just like, bro, you know what? Like, bro, yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. And yeah, the network is getting built up as we speak, man, and we're
Mhm.
we're slowly figuring it out. And hopefully when National Bosses Day comes around next year, you know what I'm saying, we'll be celebrated as that. Besides just having the mentality, you know what I'm saying, because we're gonna be fucking bosses. We gonna be girl bosses. So yeah, shout out to Les, shout out to the Usos over there at the Polynesian Podcast. It's all gonna be fucking awesome.
Mhm.
All right.
Real I had a situation
Okay.
last week. It Man, I don't know, bro. I gotta remember like just the differences in the way some people was brought up.
Right.
Because I be out myself as a real hood booger. I swear.
Yeah, my guy's straight from the trenches. Like people really
Like
don't understand.
I was saying something, I forgot. It was just I was at the center, talking to some people, and it was just I said so I don't know why I said this, but I was like, oh yeah, that's like when you get your furniture repoed, and then it was like, your furniture or your car? And I was like, your furniture. It
Yeah.
was like, what are you talking about? And so we had a little discussion about how rent a center works, and how people can, like, and me explaining it, I didn't think I needed to explain it. Like, I thought everybody knew about Rent-A-Center, but apparently there's only one left on the island, or at least in this city that we live in. And even that's about to close up because I guess people don't rent furniture here. And so
Yeah.
I was looking at them like, damn, that's crazy. Like, somebody who never had their furniture repo, I look at them like, God damn, Paris Hilton, my bad. You know?
Yeah.
But everybody at the table was looking at me like, okay,
Trench
like,
baby.
I was-
Fucking
I was-
trench baby.
I was
over
looking
here.
I was looking around for some help. I was like, yeah, you know, you come and bro, nothing, no beds, no couches, no tables, none of that. I was just no entertainment centers, and I was just like, oh, so I don't know. It was just a funny situation. I kind of outed myself. I kind of got to be more cognizant of like who I'm talking to and which
Yeah,
way
man,
I'm.
do away with that mentality. Not all of us are Paris Hilton just because we didn't fucking rent our furniture, okay? Relax. All right, we also struggled. We struggled in different ways too, but we didn't rent our furniture. No, we struggled differently. Okay.
Yeah, this is what it feels like when parents be like, you can't say you're tired because you don't have kids. You can't say you broke if you never rented a couch, bro.
Yo, straight. Yo, chill, bro.
Hey, if you never
Yo,
rented
we're
a couch,
gatekeeping poverty now,
yeah,
bro.
we
Let's get
are.
high, bro.
We are. It's different levels. Y'all was middle class. You know, we was we was lower middle class. You know what I'm saying? Upper
Yeah.
lower. We were upper, lower to lower middle. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like mid. You know what I'm saying? No.
Oh my god.
You don't mess
It's
with
in
y'all
the name,
mids. Yeah.
Yeah, you some mids.
We don't mess with you mids, bruh. You middle classmen, we don't talk. Nah, y'all think because the middle classmen look at the lower middle and the upper lower like they low. Like
Yeah, like vermin. Like damn, bruh. Okay.
like, bruh, your grandma was stealing sweet and low from the buffet just like mine. Like you. Shout out to my grandma. She used to have me steal the sweet and low from all the tables before we left hometown. I used to go in there and put it in her purse. She used to give me candy in return. You know what I'm saying?
You ever had auntie sneak in like Fa'i and Taro into their purses so they can eat at the buffet?
I've family used to bring in the whole you know the 24 pack of the cardboard with all the they used to bring that in. Bro, you know that emerge like the emergency exit. They used to hold the door open just so people could walk in with the stuff.
Damn.
Bro, yeah, they used to do all of that.
They do things different in Sacramento,
bro. It was only with the fobs though. Like not real, like not the. I don't think the church that you used to go to. I don't think they would do that, but. Like the people straight from Samoa, they just think everything is just.
Yes. Oh, we could just walk in here,
They just think it's Grand Theft Auto. They think you know what they do? They think because they don't speak English that it just.
Oh,
like
oh, thank you.
they think that'll absolve them from any kind of legal pushback.
Sir, you've been charged with B&E.
Thank you.
Thank you. Todd.
Speaking of charges, shout out to Tupac Shakur. He was locked up way back in the day.
That was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
And apparently, according to Jada Pinkett Shakur, he proposed to her.
Yeah. Shoveling dirt on her name. She's crazy. Go
on. Apparently, he proposed to her while he was in jail, and she was like, she was saying, like, I knew he just needed someone to be there,
Oh my God.
She also said, and I knew if I were to say yes, the day he gets out is the day he gonna leave me because he just wasn't that type of person. He wasn't committed. He just wanted someone to be down with him, right?
Mm-hmm. I have nothing funny to say to that. Like, there's nothing to add to that. It's like, bitch, you're sounding crazy right now. All right, you're fucking crazy. And then what?
She has to go home to her husband. right?
That
I
she
think
might. I just learned that they've been separated for 7 years. Is that true?
you tell me.
Why would I? I don't know what's going
You
on.
heard it. I didn't hear that.
Yo, like, yeah. So there's been speculation that they've actually technically been separated for 7 years. They just didn't want to make it public or some bullshit. And then all this stuff with Tupac just keeps coming out, and you're just like, dude, I don't want to hear about none of that. Jada, goddamn.
Bro, I swear, I've never like looked into learning about the relationship, but I feel like I know everything about it.
Man, what?
Like
It's like it's like they.
is she being inconsiderate of her relationship?
Fuck yeah.
Think so?
Yeah. Is
Is
that the
she?
most obvious question of the century? Fuck
I
yeah,
mean,
she is, bro.
I don't. Is she just being? I don't understand what's the goal. Is she got a book or TV show or something going on?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like she really has anything to promote besides that red table fucking shit, and I don't really see much of that either. I
She
don't think
got
she has
dropped.
much.
She got
Oh,
dropped
she
by
got dropped.
Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
look how fucking behind I am. So she doesn't have anything in the works. Then what the fuck is even the point? Like, it's just, I don't know. It just keeps drumming up interest in her as a
She
brand, her as a entity.
she
But
also went on to say, um, she was surprised when Will Smith said that to Chris Rock. Keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. She said because we hadn't been addressing each other as husband and wives for quite some time. Bro,
whoa,
I honestly I do not get her angle at all. Like,
mm-mm.
do you it kind of feels like Will might have did something, like maybe he had a baby on her or something, and she just paying him back and he's just taking it. Cause I don't get
Mm,
why he would still be with her.
right. Oh
I
yeah.
know
Oh, she must have some terrible dirt on this fool or something.
I
Like,
also I did read that they didn't sign a prenup.
oh,
So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know
oh.
a Jada Pinkett movie besides Set It Off. Do you?
No, Matrix. That's
Oh, she
it.
was in the Matrix? Like
Yeah.
all of them? Or just the first?
No, just one of them. The second one.
Oh, just the second?
Yeah.
Nah, she that Matrix ain't stacking up with I Am Legend, Hitchcock, or
Well, yeah.
Hancock, whatever.
Bro. I thought we were comparing. No, we're not comparing movies here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Will Smith got the
She
resume, but it's like that prenup stuff. Things
yeah.
kind of make a little more
Would
sense.
you just stick around if you was worth 100 million and your wife was worth 10 million? Y'all didn't sign no prenup. Would you stick around even if she was doing all this? Or would you
No,
just no?
I would want to get the fuck out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even
No.
if you got to give up 55 or 50 or 45, whatever it is, you got to do it.
Yeah, I gotta do it. Because I'm trying to leave. I don't think it's worth 50 million, man. 50 million gone. I'm worth 100 million and 50 is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'll take that L. Because this is too much. This is too much
Why
to have to deal with in the public.
why would
Fuck
you just
no.
why would
55
you
million for
just
my.
why would you just cheat?
Yeah, I guess I could do that too.
Just cheat and be
I
rich.
could, yeah, right. Just cheat and be rich. Well, oh my God, we're just gonna sacrifice our souls for this, bro.
It's
Like,
just
the worst parts of ourselves and our relationship is gonna be on Front Street all the fucking time, and we're
yeah,
just out here fucking everybody else and just, you know what I'm saying,
bruh.
keeping up appearances that were,
Okay,
I don't know.
first
That
of all,
just sounds like way too much.
let me preface this with saying I would never do that, right? So, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you right now, if I'm 100 M's up, ain't nothing you can say to me in the tabloids, in the news, on Twitter. Nothing is gonna matter to me. 100 M's up. You can
Right,
say what you can write a fan fiction about my life. I
right.
will read that 100 M's up and be totally. I'll probably enjoy it. I'll probably subscribe to their Patreon.
Oh shit.
Give
Yeah,
my
that's
measly
fair. I don't know.
$5. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, peasant. Take it.
A
Yeah, no,
hundred
that's it. Nah.
M's. Hell
I know,
no.
man. I just feel like I just feel like I could just lose that just as fast. You know what I'm saying? I could lose that 100 M's real fast, and I wouldn't want to sacrifice. I don't know, my fucking sanity. Like, how is Will not fucking going crazy over there? You know what I'm
He
saying?
100. He more than 100 M's up. I would
He
assume,
100 M's up. I guess. Yeah, I guess.
bro.
Yeah, being 100 M's up will definitely cure your insanity, bro, or
I,
make it worse.
y'all could say whatever. So I guess that's how. Because we're sitting here like, how is he still with her? I guess.
I guess.
What
Hey,
else
if
do
you're
you have
100
to
M's
worry
up,
about? Like, you know,
right?
if you on the cusp, like if you 2-3 M's up,
Reputation,
you know, you still got to do some work.
work.
But when you Will Smith rich,
Yeah.
you could just buy what you want. You could bring your family where you want. You could travel where you want.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to pick up the phone. You don't ever have to log into social media. I guess that's how.
Yeah.
He probably ain't never on social media.
I mean, I remember he had that little run of like trying to start a YouTube channel and shit. Like he was really out there, and then the whole Chris
Okay,
Rock thing, and then he receded back. But still,
posting on Instagram or Twitter, whatever, is very different from scrolling.
right?
Like there's a lot of like characters that I feel post a lot but don't scroll. You know,
Okay. Yep.
I feel like I
Okay.
leave scrolling for the oh damn, that just reminded me
Uh-oh.
some Twitter drama.
Uh-oh. You can keep that to yourself, bro. We don't have to say everything. You can do that.
Nah, it's a Twitter drama on Poly Twitter. I feel like we should talk about it.
Oh God. Okay. See, now you got to talk about it, bro. Fuck.
All right, so we pivoting from Jada Pinkett Shakur.
Yeah.
Shout out to the shout out to the Uso Craig. You know, I think Craig is a Rams fan. So when the Niners lost, Craig went and said, "Bang bang, y'all suck" or something like that. And it was some people that disagreed in a very disrespectful manner. You know, so some girls went up and said, shut up, that's why your music sucks, and it was like a back and forth and this and that, and
Damn.
it was obvious that they didn't like him at all, like prior to that. And there was some tweets saying, it's always our own people that's going to drag us down, it's always going to be, so there was like a back and forth. And I was thinking about this, and like, shout out to Craig, because I would hate to be that famous to just get people hate me for no reason.
Yeah.
like I guess it comes with the territory of being, being looked at the top. It's always gonna be people that I don't know whether you get, you hear about people saying, "Oh, I met him one time and he was whatever."
Right.
And then you hear like, "Oh no, actually I was going through some family stuff and I just couldn't talk to people. I didn't think I was better than you. I just had stuff going on that day." And that one instance leads to somebody going to Twitter and talking, and then, influencing a lot of other people to think that way. I don't know what the situation was with this. I also know, down south, it's a lot of politics going on in terms of, where you from and all of that. So I don't know what exactly it was, but the idea that our people are the first to hate on us, like, where do you think that comes from? Or do you agree? And where do you think that comes from, if you do agree?
Yeah, I definitely like. I don't know. I've always seen it as like, well, he looks just like me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not there, so I don't know. Like I always talk to like people being jealous, but that's such a surface level thing. It's like maybe it's deeper than that. I'm just not sure why. You know what I'm saying? Like we see, like I feel like we see our own people winning. It should inspire you to be like, hey, we can do that too. But some people just don't take it that way. You know what I'm saying? They're just like, man, fuck this fucking guy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is such a weird mentality to have. But I don't know. I've seen a lot of that growing up. So I usually just chalk that up to like jealousy and not being in the same position that they're in, and having all this. I think for that specifically, like, yeah, they've probably been hating that fool for a long time, and he just finally says something that, like, that they definitely disagree with. They're like, they just pounced on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just waiting for it.
Some people gonna wait for like a little infraction, like the littlest thing. Like you could be like, "Oh, strawberries are nasty." Like, shut the hell up. That's what strawberries are good.
Yeah, for real. These strawberries are fucking awesome. Craig, your music sucks. It's like, damn, bro.
Yeah, like what the yeah, and also just for the idea of like, our people hate on each other the most.
Yeah.
I think it's more to do with proximity than it is to do with. I don't know. Maybe some of it is
Proxim
probably like we're
like
we're the first to hate. Like you could say Samoans are the first to hate Samoans, right?
right.
You could say that, but statistically, I think a lot of that plays into the fact that Samoans are the first to hear Samoans. So if
Right.
they're the
Yep.
first to
Okay.
get on the scene when you pop up as an artist,
Then they're gonna be
then
the first ones to
they
love or hate. Yeah.
yeah, they have precedence over other people to say, I love this or I hate this. So
Right.
I don't wanna lump all our people in there. But then again, like um this reminded me, or this talk right here is reminding me when I was in either Japan or Hawaii, I forgot. And oh no, it was in Hawaii. It was in Hawaii. And I remember it was there was somebody in Hawaii with a Dreamville tattoo on their arm
Okay. All right.
who was at the bar or we was somewhere. I think we was playing darts. And there was a dude with the Dreamville tattoo, and there was this black dude over there, and he was just like, yo, why you got that? And he was like, oh, J. Cole's one of my favorite artists. I got the Dreamville on my arm, blah, blah, blah. And then he started laughing. And it was just like, why are you laughing? And the
Yeah.
dude basically said, I grew up with J. Cole. I'm from North Carolina. He put out his ID, he had like a North Carolina ID, whatever. And he was like, yeah, I grew up with J. Cole, man. And he was always just like a bad, like he was trying to he was throwing dirt on J. Cole.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah,
Yeah.
he was just a basketball dude and this and this and that. And then he was
Yeah.
like, but I could, he was like, but getting a tattoo, I could never do that. Like, I'll say like he a dope rapper and he doing his thing, but like I grew up with him. Like I can't look at him no differently. Like I remember him when he wasn't J. Cole, when he was Jermaine. And I remember him when he was trying to hang around with the older, like he was
Like
doing that.
people just want to latch on to that shit. Like it's their fucking story. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like people just want to just suck that out. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Oh,
fucking
you
crazy.
gotta chill now.
I gotta chill. I'm
Yo.
just saying, like they ran. I'm just saying, like, bro, I'm telling you, dog, like they will really just want to siphon out every kind of fucking leverage that they have, even
Yeah.
if it's not even leverage. Like, oh, bro, I grew up with bro. Like, oh, did you? Like, were you there, bro? Like, did you? Like, now you
Did
know
you
him as
deliver him?
Jermaine. You fucking yeah, yeah, for real, bro. Was you there at his baptism, bro? Like, what the fuck
Yeah.
was you doing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. People just want to be. They want to act like they were there for that success. You know what I'm saying? And then just use that as like fuel to big themselves up, which is just weird. It's like an inverse form of jealousy. It's weird.
Yeah. It's
You know what I'm saying? Like they try to remain humble about it too. It's like, oh yeah, I knew him as Jermaine. It's like, no, you didn't, bruh. You don't have to lie to me, dog. You
well,
can just
even if
say
he
you hate the
did,
Dreamville tattoo. And
even if
even
he
yeah, exactly.
did,
Even if you did, it's
like
like, bro,
that
you
makes
don't
it
even have to
worse.
say that.
That
Yeah, bro, what? You
that
know what I'm
makes it
saying?
if you grew up with somebody and you grow to hate this or hate on this person, that makes it even. Well, I would hope you lying. Because if
Yeah.
you telling the truth, damn.
Yeah, for real. You just been hating from the get. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just been a hater from birth. Like, bro, you're just, yeah, nah, people are weird, bro.
Yeah.
But I mean, as it pertains to this with Craig, like, I mean, maybe that's it. But it's like the ones who are talking to him probably didn't even grow up in close proximity to him. But it's just,
Well,
they seen
well,
him
yeah.
popping up.
I definitely, whatever I was saying, I stepped away from that specific situation because, like I said, so many, so many different things that could lead to that.
Right.
Whether it
Yeah.
be politics, whether it be maybe the girls and them is from a separate hood, or
Fair
maybe
enough.
the Tongan and Samoan thing. Maybe that's still a
Yeah.
big deal in certain areas, and it just. And then Twitter is, bruh, like I ain't gonna lie, I'm past the point of I'm past the point of like Tongan, Samoan, Fijian, Hawaiian, whatever. Like the disputes, even the like jesting, like just joking around. Like I'm really far removed from that. I don't think none of that is funny to me. I don't feed into it. If I see people talking in that manner, I block them like straight up. Like I just
Yeah.
don't want to see it. I don't think it's conducive to anything that we do. Like,
Mhm.
and for people to say, "Oh, we're just joking," when that situation with Tua where he got the concussion from the Tongan dude, and then the Tongans are, oh, the Samoans is all blah blah blah, and like
Oh, right. Yeah.
if it's jokes or not jokes, to me at this point in my life, it's not funny to me, and
Yeah.
I don't really want to entertain it, so I don't want to see it. But like I know
Right.
people do that, and I know people get into it, and they're like cool with Samoans and they're cool with Tongans, but they still go that route. I think other people who don't realize they're playing, they might take that to heart, and I think maybe some of that might play into it. Maybe the football. Maybe some people just really love football, where they get pissed when you talk about your Niners.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it, but to step away from that, just the idea of, do our own people hate us the most? And I think
I guess so. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
has some validity. I think some of it is because
Yeah.
we're our biggest fans. Like, we listen to each
Right.
other first. That's also a big reason as to why that could be true.
Right.
um, yeah, man, but don't be hating on J. Cole like that, bro. Y'all true.
Yeah.
Wait,
Bro,
don't you not like J. Cole?
yeah, I be hating on J. Cole and stuff, calling him boring or whatever. But I'm not gonna laugh at a guy for having a Dreamville tattoo. Like, and I'm not gonna fake the hey man, I actually grew up with your main dog. All he did was play basketball, man. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? I'm a hater. You know what I'm saying? But shit, my hate comes from
what?
From what? I don't fucking know.
See, hey, get him.
Yeah,
Dreamville.
get him.
People.
Yeah, Dreamville. J. Cole stands, get him. Unite.
Marcus don't make no sense. J. Cole is hard.
I
Anyways,
think it's the fandom. The fandom definitely pisses me off, but whatever.
whose fandom doesn't piss you off?
That's true.
Like, who's your favorite rapper?
The Beehive is cool. The Beehive is cool.
But you don't like Beyonce.
Why would you assume that?
Do you like Beyonce? Hold on, you like? Huh? What?
I don't listen to her stuff like that.
Exactly. That's
cool.
what I'm saying. Whose fan base do you get along with that you like the artist that you like?
Yeah, probably not. Artists that I like. I don't know. There's really not a lot of big fandoms like that. Like the ones who really make changes, like fucking Nicki Minaj's, Beyonce's, and then there's J. Cole stands, and like the J. Cole stands are the ones that I don't really. I guess I don't know. It's the discussion of like every time I see things like you got to be super smart to really like J. Cole and understand him. It's like, no, I just don't like that. It's things like that where I'm just like, no, you don't. It doesn't take a rocket science. I was gonna say a rocket science.
So what? So would you dislike Fonte for the people that say Fonte is responsible for Drake and Fonte and Drake should basically bow to Fonte's feet because Drake is exactly what Fonte was? Like, Drake stole so much from Fonte. Would that make you hate Fonte?
No.
But do you disagree with that statement that everything Drake has should go to Fonte?
No. Wait. Do I disagree with that?
Yeah. You should disagree with that. That's what I'm saying.
I should?
Yeah, Drake, man. Drake is, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I know you love Fonte, but a lot of the fans of Fonte make me not like listening to him.
Fuck all that.
So when it comes to
in general, that's the thing. I didn't know people felt that strongly about the thing with Drake and Fonte because I know that they collaborated, obviously, or whatever. They worked together in the past. But I didn't know the fandom was like that about it.
Early Drake sounds very similar to Fonte, and a lot of Fonte fans feel that Drake owes him like everything.
That's a crazy take.
They feel like they owe him everything.
Crazy.
That's what I mean. Right. That's what I've read, but whatever. Fandoms in general, I don't like Niners fans either. Honestly, I still love my Niners though, even though we lost.
Right. Okay, it's okay. I know it's still fresh. It's okay.
Anyways, before we get to sports, we were a little short, last week we had some stuff pop up in both of our lives. So we were kind of neglecting the topic notes. But we do have some mailbag questions that we want to get to finish off this episode. And let's start with Somebody asked this question. What are your thoughts on love today compared to back in the day?
I feel like back in the day, it was a lot more romantic, right? Everybody was more concerned about, being more romantic to their partners and stuff. They wanted to take people out and do this and that. Like now it's like instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just hit somebody up. Like I could just hit somebody up right now and be like, hey, we could do this, and that, and then that'll be it. That'll be it. But like back then, it's like people like was really trying to court your motherfucking ass. People don't be courting. You don't be courting people nowadays, bro. You don't
Not at
try to
all.
take them out because you start you start looking weak. It's like, bro, why you taking her out to eat? You pay for all this money to what? Just to not even fuck? Like some crazy shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like people will look down on you for wanting to take girls out and shit now. You know what I'm saying? But back then it was like all the rage. You know what I mean? Like you was trying to like, actually kick it with somebody. Nowadays you're just like, man, fuck all that. We're gonna fuck. We're gonna be disgusting.
Yo, shout out to South Boys. I always hear about this. The women always say, yo, don't go on more than one day with a Samoan, because the second or third day come around and he's just gonna start calling you baby, and that's my
girl. What? Yo,
yeah, that's a total separate thing for the question, but shout out to y'all. I know some Usos that done wiggled their way into a relationship. Yeah, I'll meet you at the restaurant. All right, babe, love you.
Yeah, it's like, what?
I just met you last week.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, fellas, chill the fuck out with that, okay? Stop scaring them away like that. Y'all are tripping.
As for what are your thoughts of love today compared to back in the day?
Yeah, what's up?
So I agree with what you said, and you know what? I got a theory about this, bro. This is a theory that I've had for a while now, and now that we're here, this is a perfect opportunity to talk about it.
As a man who's in a happy relationship.
Well, no, not totally separate from that.
He's been thinking about this for years. Okay.
No, not even years. But I wanted to say this for the Patreon. But when you listen to songs like Betty White, right? Betty White, where you having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. So I'm just gonna take what I got and work with it. You understand what I mean? Like when she said that, right? At that time, back in the day, that's what you did. That was the landscape. That was the scenery for relationships, because women didn't really have political power. They still
much of a say in anything.
They still to this day are dealing with a wage gap, but the disparity. Some women couldn't even hold jobs. So men were the breadwinners, the providers. They were everything. You couldn't do anything in the world, for the most part, as a woman without a man. Nowadays, totally different. Women are out. They're smarter. They're going to school way more often than the men are. They're holding jobs. They're doing everything on their own now. And I feel, the way that you said back then, it was way more romantic than it is now. I feel like we're kind of like at the end of the road when it comes to men being like the end all be all in relationships.
Right.
And I feel like this whole like uninterested, instant gratification, like my way or the highway. I feel like this is kind of like when you realize your power is slipping away. So then you kind of reverse psychology to try to keep them down. And I feel like men are doing that right now because they realize, bro, like once the women realize, like, hold on, I'm making more money than these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I could afford my own spot. Well, I mean, maybe not now, but I could live on my own without depending on nobody. Then I feel like it's gonna shift. So I think right now we're in those last days of like men trying to grasp at anything that they can to kind of still be in charge. Right. I still think men will be in charge, in the future, but I just think we're in that shift coming from, the having a piece of man mentality to like now saying like,
I don't need no piece of man at all. I can do it on my goddamn own,
you know.
motherfucker. I got money and you don't.
So yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's the difference in between love now compared to back in the days. I think back in the days,
Right.
men held so much power. The
Mhm.
only way to kind of like artistically, at least artistically speaking, you know, with the music, the only way to kind of stand out at that time where men held all the power was to
Mhm.
show that you could be vulnerable, because
Mm.
it was that was like a badge of, like that was a thing, like when you could be vulnerable as a man who holds all the power, like you're separating yourself from the pack. women
Right.
women would look at all men, I'm assuming, but I would think back in the days, women looked at all men as up here. Men could have
Right.
jobs, men could have careers, men could, you know, go to work and hang out, whatever. The women only had
Mhm.
certain roles to play. And so the way for a man that's up here to stand out amongst all men who are up here is to come down and be like, I love you more than life itself, is to come
Right.
down and be vulnerable and to be fragile and to show, you know, to show like, no, I love you so, you know, like that. So
Yeah.
I I think that's where life was at the time. And I think now we're kind of in that transitional phase of women, you know, getting right up there in equal pay and something like that.
Mhm.
And I don't know, man. Maybe maybe one day women will be up here and then they'll be vulnerable to men. That'd be so funny. Hey, a man in 2083 that's having a piece of woman is better than having no woman at all. So,
Yeah. Oh fuck, bro. Oh shoot. So you chalk it up to to gender, power,
Howard, yeah,
societal dynamics,
yeah,
cultural dynamics. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, generational dynamics, sure. Yeah, okay. All
definitely.
right.
And that's
Yeah,
funny because
man. Shout
I've been thinking about that. Like, I want to talk about the music. We'll probably do that on Patreon. Hey man, if y'all ain't subscribed to Patreon, subscribe to patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast.
come on,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Come
We
on.
might dive into some oldies, some problematic oldies.
Oh
Yo,
yeah.
it's some
Yeah, you got that
problematic
on us.
oldies out there, bro.
Is there, bro? I'm telling you,
And we
man.
grew up
Just as like,
loving them.
bro, what?
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah, the good old the age stuff. Yeah, we'll get into that. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff going on back then. You know, that's just not accepted now. But okay, yeah. Patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. Quit playing with us, man. You know what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
You know?
All right,
What's
let's
the
go
next
to
one, bro? What they
another
talking about?
question. Wildest thing to happen at a family function.
Um I don't know if I want to get too detailed into this. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? But there's just been a whole lot of like, fights,
Hmm.
fights among family and shit. You know, people get too turned. I've heard stories of like the wildest functions like happening at the weddings and stuff. Like the ones I've seen though, like it's just been a whole lot of like barking back and forth. You know what I'm saying? People getting to, sometimes I'll have a family member lead a house. You know, they'll walk from our cousin house back over here. You know what I'm saying? In a drunken rage. You know what I'm saying? Um, but nothing really stands out too much that I don't want to get into detail about. But
Hmm.
I've seen, I've seen some funny ass shit at family functions, bro, where people are just way too drunk, going way too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Getting hella wild. So yeah, shout out to our families, bro. What the hell happened in Sacramento? I need to hear this.
Honestly, bro, I feel the same exact way. I'm trying to,
Yeah.
because we just got these questions right before we started recording, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to think, and like, yeah, it's just fights, you know.
Yeah.
Um, at the church, the Mafgangers, we had some
Hmm.
birthday parties where
Funerals.
it's
Well,
anywhere
I mean, not.
alcohol is involved.
Yeah.
As well,
Exactly.
we had a situation, the homie at the casket, and somebody just took off on him at the overnight. Um, it was all family though. Like we all family. So
Yeah.
just the alcohol, man. Anywhere there's alcohol involved, there's always gonna be some issues
Hmm.
that were definitely preventable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, and there were some, family rivalries that had nothing to do with alcohol that I can recall at weddings. You know what I'm saying?
Like the
Just
passive aggressive sniping at each other, bro. Like, have you ever had like people like stand up on the microphone and just start going off? You know, they just start going off on certain family members over some, over some shit that you may not know about, but they're sending direct shots or like some like subtweets at people on the mic, and you're just like you don't know what the hell's going on, but you're watching it, and you're just like, what the fuck is the beef here, dude?
Yeah,
like, I've seen a lot of that, a lot of family disputes.
Yeah, church beef for sure.
Church beef, church beef. Yep, I've heard a lot of stories of church beef over here too, man. People getting down in the parking lot, or like like some of the older folks getting down. You're not getting down, but like, hey, what's
going off on
shit? You know what I'm saying? Crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, anywhere alcohol's involved, family,
or God,
beef or God. Yeah, exactly. Or God. Anything that involves those three, people just be fighting, bruh. So, yeah. Well, what the fuck happened at y'all's family functions?
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Let us know some of the wildest things that happen at y'all family functions.
For real. Start a burner account if you have to, because I know y'all be scared as shit to really talk about this shit, and we get it. So start a burner account if you have to.
Because we scared to talk about it right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think of a situation where like it was kind of involved, but not really involved in my family, because a lot of my family listen to this. And I ain't in the business of airing people's laundry out if it ain't my own, but yeah, no, I can't think of nothing. I can't think of nothing that I'm comfortable sharing.
Yeah, exactly, bro. That's what I'm like. You know what? We can just not talk about this one. Yeah. We just nip that in the bud right now. Yeah. But if anybody feels braver than us, then please let us know what the hell happened at y'all's family functions, man.
Yeah, let us know. Here, hold on. This ain't nothing serious.
Okay.
There was one time where we went to a birthday party. I was a kid, and I remember I had like $20 in my pocket. I think I might have talked about this. Mm-hmm. I had like $20 in my pocket. I had basketball shorts on, and then when we went to the party, they had a piñata, and when they busted open the piñata, it was some dollars in the piñata. We young. I'm like 7, 8. And I remember I jumped in to get the candy, but I seen dollars, so I was jumping in to get the dollars, and I remember I got $4. I was like, hell yeah, I got $4. But in the midst of the skirmish, I had lost my $20.
Oh shit!
And somebody else found $20.
Oh no!
And then I remember I was like, was that my money? Like I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know, right? And then when I got home, I was like, I probably left it at home, in my drawer. Went to check my drawer, went to check my shoes. I used to put money in my shoes in the closet, and nothing. It was nowhere. And then my dad, he like picked up on it. And he was like, hey, where your $20 at?
Oh, shoot.
Like, I don't know where I put it. He was like, they didn't put no $20 in their piñata. I know them. They not like that. Oh. They not. They put $5 in ones in the piñata. That's it. Where's your $20? And I was like, I don't. I had it right here in my pocket, bro. I just remember my dad. He grabbed my pockets and he lifted me up and he ripped my pants. He ripped my pocket out.
I've seen videos of people doing that with the rear pocket. Damn, he did that with the front pocket. Damn,
grabbed the pockets, ripped me up. And that was the last day I ever jumped. That was the last day that I ever jumped for a piñata, bro. I never jumped for a piñata again. Every time I see a piñata, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm too old for that. I'm 8 years old. I'm 8 years old, too old for a piñata.
Too old for that. No. Just give me the newspaper.
Your boy, I was scared as hell to jump for piñatas after that, bro. I started putting money all the way in my sock, all the way to the toes of my feet, bro.
Oh yeah. If I can't feel it, something's wrong.
I was like, hell no, I've never lost money again, bro.
Your dad rips your socks off.
No, he ripped my shorts. He ripped the whole.
Yeah, no, I know, but he started putting money in your socks. Like, bro, where's your $20 at? Oh, rips you out your socks. Wait.
Yeah. That fool said, these pockets can't hold nothing. He said, look, they're hella small. He just ripped it open, bro. I was like, lifting me off the bed, bro. I was like, what?
Dad, no, Dad.
That's a family function. That was pretty wild. I don't know. That was like the safest thing that I could share.
Yeah, does that count? Like, does that satisfy y'all? Does that count? As long as one of us talks about something, then we're good.
Hey, we got it.
You know what I'm saying?
We got it.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, here we go. Last question of the day. I'll let you answer first. Was your move to Samoa pivotal in your life?
Yes, a resounding yes. We talk about it all the time here, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was over there, a whole lot of darkness, clouds, woe was me.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't see past myself and my selfishness or whatever. And then, I meet the people who are still in my life now,
Mm-hmm.
And I reflect back on my time in Samoa as, very transformative. You know what I'm saying? Something that's like everything that I learned over there is definitely helping me out while I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely been pivotal to my life. It's just I didn't know it at the time.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh, well, it's me. I'm here in Samoa. I don't like it here. But then, slowly getting to know the lay of the land and meeting the people that I know now. And, it's really been, it's probably, one of the best times of my life. So it's definitely been pivotal to the development of me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, resounding yes.
How long were you out there?
When I get there, 2011 to 2015, about 4 years.
Oh,
4.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It felt like a very long 4 years. Yeah, he was there.
He was
Yeah,
there.
I was there. Yeah, it felt like a very long 4 years, but I've actually, now that I think about it, I've actually been out here longer than I've been over there,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
But that 4 year time span, like that really shaped like my views on life. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
really it's like it's still forcing me to confront like all the bad shit that I held on to. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
still think about my time in Samoa as like changing my mentality that I had when I first moved out here from there.
Mm-hmm.
So it still stays with me, and it's gonna stay with me forever. So
Yeah.
again, resounding yes. It was definitely pivotal to my life.
Yeah, I think so the question did ask, for both of us. In my time in Samoa, definitely I was I was able to break out of my shell, but honestly, my move to Japan was probably the biggest the most pivotal. Um Shout out to my auntie Anna, you know what I'm saying? She took me in after high school. She hit me up after my graduation and she was like, yo, do you want $500 or do you want to come with me to Japan? Her husband was deployed. It was just her at the house before she had the boys. So, and I was like her first kid. She'll tell you, I was like her first kid when I was born. So she was like, yeah, just, come chill with me. And so I went, not really, I was like, oh, it's Japan. Like, this is cool. Like, the only other time I had been out of like America was with the same auntie. She took me to Cancun. So like whenever she came around, it was like a fun time. She was definitely a boot camp instructor, but also like I got to see Cancun. I got to go to Mexico because of her. And then she took me to Japan. And I think the time my trip to Japan and staying out there for 8 months, um, that really was pivotal in my life because for the most part, all I had known was Sacramento. And for the most part, like I was dead set on being born, raised, dying in Sacramento.
Man.
That was it. That was all my life consisted of. North Sacramento. That was all I ever wanted. That's how big my map was. Like nothing outside of the realm between like Northgate, Norwood mattered to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I went to Japan and I started meeting people and I started meeting kids like my age who were like working, going to college, and traveling at 19 years old. To me, to somebody who didn't really come from much, that was never a possibility. Like I would see it in the movies, but I seen it in the movies the way I seen time travel in movies. Like I was like,
Right.
this is only reserved for a certain group of people, a certain select class, and that was it. Like I just didn't think of myself as that. And then when I started mingling with these people who were like from a different walk of life, and I started realizing like they're just like me. They like Pokemon and they like Dragon Ball Z and they like, yeah. And then it kind of like tore the walls down. When I first went out there, bro, I was so I had like a chip on my shoulder. And like some of the kids that I met that was my age, they like they parents gave them cars for their birthdays, and like they was living on their own, and like there was just like different things like that I just resented them for, and it wasn't nothing to do with them. And I really had to filter through these emotions of like being from where I'm from, and having this chip on my shoulder, to like to work through that, to realize like, nah, bro, like this is possible. This is like same thing we was talking about with the music. It's like instead of
Right.
hating on it, I could look at it and be I learned to not hate on it and instead look at it like motivation to be like, oh, this is possible. So it
Yeah.
kind of knocked down the walls. Being in Japan and meeting the people that I met and also just being there, it kind of like my auntie's from the same place I'm from, you know, like
Mhm.
same upbringing, same hood. They live right there. She grew up in Samoa, but born like raised in Sacramento, like, and she in Japan now. You know,
Mhm.
so I think my trip to Japan was a lot more, well, not a lot more, but was very pivotal. And then my trip to like living in Samoa was it kind of granted me the freedom to like get out of my shell and to really be, because I was really reserved. Like people in high school, like people in high school who probably listen or see me now, they'll probably be kind of like shocked because I had glimpses of this type of personality to be outgoing, to be welcoming, to be extroverted. But it was only with people I was real cool with. Everybody else kind of I was like shy, quiet. I didn't really talk much. So like
Mhm.
Samoa enabled me to really be out and about, to really get to know people, to talk, to be loud, to project my voice. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
yeah, definitely Samoa, definitely Japan. Hawaii was uh it was a lot going on in Hawaii, bro. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. There's some darkness there too.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was
I get it.
but yeah, man. Shout out to the question, shout out to Samoa and Japan, Okinawa to be exact, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And Hawaii, Pearl City to be exact, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Shout out to life. Shout out to life.
Yeah. Shout out to life. Shout out to learning from life and picking yourself up from all the darkness that went on in our
For
lives, bro.
real.
It's fucking terrible out there, bro.
Yeah.
It could have easily went
We want to
south, but
hear
it didn't.
Yeah, we want to hear from y'all too. If y'all made some scenic changes, if
Mm.
y'all picked up and moved, or if y'all went somewhere else and y'all kind of realized, because I was really against going to Japan, not Japan, Samoa. I was really against it, and
Yeah.
then I realized it was a blessing. I'm sure you kind of felt the same way.
Well, I mean, I kind of, it was the opposite. I kind of begged to go because I didn't want to
Oh, okay,
be in my current situation over there in Elk Grove. So, I
okay.
kind of begged to go, and I thought it'd be a cool change of pace to actually, be over there with my, my mom's side of the family, and then,
Hmm.
and it was. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
you know,
Shout out to that question, man. Yeah,
yeah,
me and Marcus thinking real hard right now.
yeah, for real. And also reminiscing too,
Yeah.
nostalgia. You know what I'm
Nostalgia.
saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Shout out to the Pacifica Movie Starter Kid. Shout out to the Way Back Wednesday podcast. You know what I'm saying? Out
Yeah.
now. Out now.
Yeah.
Let's end it with some sports, man. How did your Raiders do?
We won,
Yeah.
apparently. I didn't watch any games yesterday, but apparently we won because
Uh
Forrest keeps telling everybody we won, and goddamn it, we won. All right,
did you,
we in there.
how did your fantasy team do?
I haven't even looked yet. I'm
Well, you,
such a terrible fucking manager, bro. I need to look at my team, and there's so many Qs and IRs on my shit. I'm like, who the fuck do I need to move around? I don't want to lose any of these guys. I did make a bold move last week, but
what's your bold move?
I dropped Najee Harris for I forget who I dropped him for, but he's just been performing like shit. And I'm gonna be pissed off if he actually had a wait. Wasn't it was a bye week for him this week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Steelers, it was a bye week for him, but he's just been underperforming, and I thought I need to replace him and get some better numbers. But that's the biggest move I made. But everyone else, there's Q's next to their name that I haven't managed yet. But yeah, our Raiders won, and I'm a terrible manager.
You are.
So you want yeah, you are. So what you want to talk to us about your heartbreak?
So yeah, man, that's another episode of the Polytickin.
He's like, man, I just Sunday dinner is always great,
man. Yo, let me tell you,
and now
I don't know.
L came.
I don't know a thing about football after 10 a.m. Well, not even the other games because my game came on at 10. We lost. That was it.
Yeah,
I watched nothing else.
Yeah,
I didn't give a damn. I just checked my fantasy team. Yeah, man, my Niners lost. First game of the season. Honestly, bro, watching the game, we didn't deserve to win that. I ain't gonna lie. I know I sound like every bitter Niner fan right now, but there was a lot of questionable calls that really changed the game.
Oh my God.
I swear, if you look it up, they had a situation where they called it an incomplete pass, but it was a fumble. You could watch that. You could watch it. It was a fumble. If it was a fumble, it would have been returned for a touchdown. We got that call back. Whatever. It was also in the fourth quarter. I think there was like 3 minutes left. It was 3rd and 8, and they threw the ball. The Browns threw the ball, and the guy got hit when the ball was coming. They called unnecessary roughness, or I don't know, defenseless receiver. They called a hit on the defenseless receiver. The hit was in the middle of his chest, and it wasn't leading with the helmet. It was all shoulder, and that gave them, instead of a 4th and 8, it gave them a 1st and 10. Move the ball. So it was even though we should have been beating them to a point where we didn't need those 2 calls to win. We did lose Debo. We did lose CMC. Christian McCaffrey got injured. Debo got injured. Dre Greenlaw wasn't playing the whole game. We had a lot of injuries. So what are you gonna do? The Browns defense is real. They front 7. The Browns front 7 is scary. And also, like, our offensive line ain't that great outside of Trent Williams. And we couldn't establish the run. We couldn't do anything on their defense on the ground, bro. And it was raining, but we had to give it to Brock Purdy. We had to put it up with Brock Purdy because the run game was going nowhere, and Purdy just wasn't delivering. He was startled. I think this is the first time we really seen him face adversity, and I'm glad that it's early on in the season instead of later on in the season because I feel like he had a lot of time to build back that confidence. And hopefully we could be healthy down the stretch, especially when we play the Eagles, and the Seahawks. I hate playing the Seahawks. I don't care how bad they're doing. Seahawks they always got our numbers, so hopefully we could be healthy for those games. And yeah, at least I won both of my fantasy games.
God damn, man.
Oh, the Eagles lost too, though, so there's no undefeated team in the NFL, which is cool.
Right. Yeah, he had to throw that in there. He had to throw that in there hella fast.
And we lost to the Browns, but the Jets have looked terrible. So for the Eagles to lose to them, you know what I'm saying?
Who had the worst loss?
And honest, never mind. We had a rookie kicker in the rain. Okay,
damn.
He missed a very makeable kick, man. But hopefully he bounced back. Moody is a boss. So on to the next one.
It'll be okay, bro.
It won't.
Okay. Yeah, on to
it
the
will.
Next, yeah,
it
on
will.
to the next. It's fine. He said it won't. It won't. It'll never be better.
I ain't gonna lie though. In the podcast league, my team went off, bro. I think everybody had 20 or so.
Damn.
Well, not more than 200. We're in the podcast league. We don't have that many players. I think if you did hit over 200 in the podcast league, you a boss because that's crazy. I got 145, and then I got a quarterback. Still. Yeah, man. Shout out to the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to sports, man.
Any other notable events in sports before we go?
Uh, no, the Lakers lost. I know they played the Bucks, but I missed that game. That was yesterday. But the Lakers lost their other preseason game, so the season opener's coming up soon, and I'm gonna be in the NBA fantasy league, so I'm gonna need help with who to pick because everybody's a fucking star, and I don't know how else to fill out my spots. So I got to think of who'd be the consensus number one pick. Is most likely Jokic.
Jokic? Oh, okay. That makes
Jokic
sense.
is definitely going to be the number one pick. I think number two might be Embiid or Giannis. It'll be between, I think top three will be Jokic, Embiid, and then maybe Giannis. I'm not sure, but no, it's gonna be fun. And this one we're actually gonna be playing for money. I know I said we've been doing NBA fantasy for 3 years with no money. Now we're finally putting money on it, and now it's gonna be fucking on. Okay,
What? How much money? It's a lot.
20 each.
Oh, that's cool.
20
is cool.
It's cool.
It's enough. You know? It's enough to be. You know what I mean? You ain't taxing nobody, but it's also enough to be like, I'm finna pay attention to this. You know
what I'm saying?
It's not like 100 or something where you're like, 4 a.m, like, who should I pick up on waivers? But it's good enough. In the morning when you're eating your breakfast, you just tap in and be like, oh yeah, maybe I should. 20 is cool. Yeah. 20 is cool. I like that.
Yeah, things are going to be a little more competitive this year. So
how many people?
Figure that out. I think so far 8.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
We got to get it to 10. I want that cool. The double digits. You know what I'm saying? If we get at 10, cool with that.
Right.
But yeah, nothing much.
Yeah, I think other than that, for those of y'all that haven't picked up on it, we're no longer doing the mailbag as a separate episode. So if you do have mailbag questions, we're taking them all week. We will be answering them on the Patreon and on here. So if you don't hear your question answered here, it might be on the Patreon episodes. So subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe. Patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast.
Yeah. And also if y'all have any other topics that y'all want us to talk about that we probably have overlooked or missed or whatever, we're just too busy or just not, we're not tapped in enough, go ahead and leave us a message or leave us a comment. Let us know what y'all want us to talk about. We'll add it to the docket and we'll get to it when we can. Other than that, man, do you have anything else to say?
No. Just thanks again, man. I know last week we didn't have a Patreon episode out, and people know why. So, thank y'all for bearing with us, as we go through these things, man. Y'all are still here, so we appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got, bro.
Take us out, dog.
This has been another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. You nerds. I'm Marcus. That's Sefa. Happy National Bosses Day. Happy National Girl Boss Day. That's us. We made it, bruh. Go fa, soy four. We're out.
Yeah, fa.
Fa.